Hi, this is Komal from KD Programming. Today we will see how to print Floyd triangle using simple Java program. So first of all, create new class, and remember we have to create new class in every Java program. So first of all, here Floyd 1. Now just click on this method and click on finish. So here this is nothing but class of our program, and this is nothing but main method of our program. So inside this main method, so first of all we have to pass number of rows. So here I am using int num rows variable of type integer for passing number of rows, and again we have to print Floyd triangle, means our triangle will be start from consecutive natural numbers, means from 1. So we have to pass another variable here, that is num equals to 1. I am initializing here num equals to 1 because our Floyd triangle is starting from 1. And friends, remember that here Floyd triangle is nothing but the consecutive natural numbers which are printed in number of rows and number of columns. So here now user have to pass one message for taking this number of rows at runtime. So here pass one message, that is system.out.println. In that I am passing enter number of rows. Now after passing number of rows, we have to read this number of rows at runtime. So for that purpose we have to create one object of scanner class. So scanner scan equals to new scanner. In that I am passing system.in. Here this is nothing but object of scanner class. So after creating object of scanner class, we have to import the package of scanner class at the start of program. So just click on this, and here we can observe that import scanner java.util. Just double click on it. Here this is nothing but package of scanner class. So now we have to take this input value at runtime, or read this input value at runtime. So I am using here next int method. So scan dot next, here we can observe that next int method. So and we have to store this input value in variable num rows. So num rows equals to scan dot next int. Now user have taken this number of rows value at runtime. Now we have to print this number of rows. For that purpose I am using here for loop. Now for printing number of rows, again initialize one variable, that is int I equals to 1. As we know our Floyd triangle is starting from 1, so I equals to 1. Here I less than equal to num rows, and we have to increment value of rows. After printing one row, we have to increment the value of rows. Now after printing here, this for loop is for rows, and again after printing number of rows, we have to print number of columns. In that I am using another for loop. So for printing number of columns, I am using here another variable, that is int j equals to 1, and here j less than equal to I, because number of columns are nothing but depends on number of rows. So here it is, the condition is j less than equal to I. So again we have to increment the number of columns. So this for loop is for columns, printing columns. And inside this for loop we have to print the numbers. So use one statement here, that is system dot out dot println. So inside that, here we have to print numbers. So num, and here it is. So this is nothing but the simplest statement for printing numbers. So now again we want this all numbers at this separate line, or we want the output in separate line. But before that, we don't want only one number, that is here it is 1. If I will use this only one statement, only one will be print here. Now we have to increment here the value of this num, that is num plus plus, because we want to print the Floyd triangle, not only one number. So again after that we want the output in separate line. So use one statement, that is system dot out dot println. So now this is nothing but the simplest program for printing Floyd triangle. Now save the program and again run this program. Here we have to enter number of rows that you want. So I am entering here 4. Just remove print ln, and this ln is for printing output in new line. So we have to remove ln from here. So again save here and run the program again. Now here enter number of rows, that is 4. Now we can observe that this is nothing but the Floyd triangle, and the Floyd triangle is another name of right angled number triangle. So this structure is look like right angled triangle. So now I will explain how it works actually. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. This is nothing but Floyd triangle, and it's also called as right angled number triangle. So and this horizontal 1 2 3 4 are nothing but number of rows, and 1 2 3 4 here these are nothing but columns. So here I am taking num rows, and this Floyd triangle is nothing but the all natural consecutive numbers or consecutive natural numbers. So now I am taking here number of rows equals to 4. Now this first for loop is for number of rows, and this second for loop is for number of columns. Now in first for loop I am initializing I equals to 1. Here 1 is less than equal to 4, and this condition is true. Now cursor will go through this another for loop. Now j equals to 1, j less than equal to I means 1 less than equal to 1, and this condition also true. Now this statement will print, that is system.out.print num, means here I am entering num equals to 1, and this one will print in first row and first column. Now again this num will increment by 1. If this I equals to now 2, then this 2 is less than equal to 4. Yeah, its condition is true. Now cursor will go through this another for loop. Now j equals to 1, that is 1 less than equal to 2. Yeah, again is true. Now this 2 and 3 will printed here. Now if I equals to 3 now, then 3 is less than equal to 4. Yeah, it's true. Now again cursor will go through this for loop. Now 1, this j equals to 1 means 1 less than equal to 3. Yeah, it's again true. Now this 4 5 6 will printed by this statement. Now if I equals to 4, now 4 is less than equal to 4, yeah, it's again true. Now again cursor will go through this for loop. Now j means 1 is less than equal to 4, again this condition is true, and again 7 8 9 10 will be printed in last row. So this is nothing but logic for printing Floyd triangle.